Excited. So, let's go live. How's it going, Warlords? DarkBriton is back. I'm going to scoot over a little bit just so my headset's not popping out. But how's it going, everyone? The DarkBriton is back for a One Piece manga chapter live reaction panel by panel breakdown of 1043. Going to check to make sure we are doing live. Could one of you guys give me a nice quick mic check or sound check on the stream to ensure?
Okay, just, give me a quick second.
Oh yeah, you're good. You're good. I'll be going ahead and starting us off anyway.
There
Cool
he goes. He's gone forever.
Already with the technical difficulties. Last stream, Cool Kid threw his hat in his phone. What happens? Like your lights went off, right?
Yes, and then somebody comes from behind you and slits your throat because it's an intruder in your house. There you go.
That's not terrifying. I live alone. Thank you for that. As my back is to the door. Anyway, we're going to go to the chapter, wait for Cool Kid to check back in.
Distracted. It looks good.
Cool. Looks good. Sounds good. We're ready to go. So,
yeah.
We have 1043. Let's face death together. Interesting. Germa's 66. An emotionless excursion. Volume 7. Arrived at Whole Cake Island. Okay, so this was very interesting. Tekking mentioned this. That Whole Cake Chateau was destroyed. So the castle was technically destroyed. So I wonder how the library is going to be. That is going to be very interesting. Because we have
everything in those books are getting out.
I wouldn't say that, but at least everything is like in a shambles. It's all wrecked. I could see that. Interesting. But going to go ahead, not necessarily that impactful other than the fact that everything is quote unquote actually destroyed. So
I'm just trying to see if there's even any Easter eggs, and I don't really see anything. I just got the Vince Smoke book, and then there's some people in that field down there, but everything else is pretty generic, so I'm ready to go.
Alright, jumping into the chapter, let's face death together. Okay, and we pick up right where we left off. Luffy getting wrecked. Kaido is just so mournful. I feel so bad. And he just like, and he follows through. Gah! He's got the grip on him. CP0 is just like, I've accepted my fate. Kaido is going to murder me ruthlessly. So be it. Oh yeah. As soon as he showed up, I was like, oh, he's dead. He's dead. That is so brilliant. I don't necessarily have a panel by panel for this one, guys. It's very reminiscent of all the other times Kaido has really come down on Luffy. The first Thunder Bagua, the first time he put him, the first time he put Luffy to sleep. Then there was the second time he put Luffy to sleep on the top of Roof Piece, and that's when they started their one-on-one. This is very reminiscent of that. So I'm hoping that Luffy is going to like bounce back from this, but let's see what the lore that Kaido was alluding to brings up. So, any thoughts on the panel by panel, gentlemen?
Nope. Hey, Conqueror's Hockey still engaged on that smack.
Yeah, Conqueror's Hockey still engaged on the smack, which is, there we go. Page 3, looking down at him, huff, huff, and Luffy's just out. The one guy finally leaves the impenetrable room. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good idea. I really don't. I think this guy is like in for some damage right now. And there goes the air, and Luffy just goes he goes flying off, just whirling around. And then you see, I do not hear Luffy's voice anymore. So Momo awakened observation hockey, I want to say. I want to say, well, he awakened observation hockey. That's what it feels like. But who knows?
I mean, it could still definitely fall into, the voice of all things, but I mean, I'm not throwing out a possibility that it could be he has awakened observation hockey at this point.
Dude,
Okay.
Kaido's face looks so sad. Yeah,
This has to be observation hockey, though. This isn't the voice like Roger's thing where you can read the photoglyphs and listen to animals, though. Because Luffy's not an animal; he's a person. He's saying, "I don't hear Luffy's voice anymore." Ooh, but is it his inner voice or his outer voice?
Well, that's I assume when he says it like this, it's very similar to Colby saying like I can't hear the people's voices anymore, things like that. So that's what I attribute that language to, and that's why I tie it to. But really quick, Embrace, get it, you can't stay long. He has children. But this chapter right here, okay,
right here.
I'm clenching my toes right now.
Just be prepared to love it or hate this chapter.
So it sounds like it's a very controversial thing. In my old age, right? I've always fallen on the side of the controversy of like, let's see how this turns out. So I'll be interested in what the controversy plays out. I mean, as I'm still like, to Kinemon, and that was pretty bad. That was really bad. So there's that. Sorry, I'm vibing right now. I'm excited now. So any other thoughts for the breakdown for panel by panel, or are we going on to page 4?
No, we're just curious how Momo can listen to his breath or listen to the voice.
Now, Luffy comes falling, and Kaido is so upset. He is so upset. This dude is going to die. Oh my goodness, wheeze. And Luffy is and it even looks like it's an HP bar that's completely come to 0. Like, that's how just amazing this. Boom! Wow, it's battle on the rooftop Skull Dome. Winner, Kaido, King of the Beasts.
Morse was right!
It failed, I guess.
Hold your breath on that.
Get it? Because Luffy lost his breath. See what you did there.
I didn't realize that. But...
See what you did there.
Yeah.
See what you. This cool kid is so witty. He is so witty. What is So you're prepared for what happens next? I'm sorry. It's just like we knew he was going to die, but Kaido. Nothing else to say to this human being other than you understand you're going to die, right? Like, you understand what's happening next. Wow. Wow. We got in a fit. Wow. Battle of the Rooftop Skull Dome. Winner, King of the Beast, Kaido. So, ... rearing up, coming down, panel by panel. I got one more page. Okay. Any thoughts, gentlemen?
I was going to say, I'm just surprised this CP0 agent's just like, okay, let it hit me. I'll die now.
He followed his orders. He followed his orders to the very last, and that is symbolic to what Drake said last time, right? Or he had the conversation he had with Drake last time about I envy you in being able to like choose. Like I don't have a choice. And we met this dude in Dressrosa. Remember that. They were just walking around like scarily in Dressrosa. And now they're here. Okay. 3, 2, page 6. Wham! And he dead. Here comes more. ... Look out, Kawamatsu. The ceiling's collapsing. And Kawamatsu's looking up. Looks like Kawamatsu take out the final CP0 agent? Find out next with Cool Kid. On page 7.
Do you want to move on to page 7 right now?
We don't have any chats. Any thoughts up until now. The first third. Yeah, the first third. Let's just say that. The fact, and we're gonna break this down more in the sip and discuss. So we'll do that more. But I love that. Oda did that. I love that Oda ended the conclusive the battle. I am interested in where the community is going to go. I'm perfectly fine with this. I'm interested in seeing the narrative go from here and how he's going to pull this one out of his ass because he somehow does it. But I don't know. As someone who reads large books, I just find it like hard to make an assumption about the entirety of Game of Thrones on like page 50. So I'm very, very interested to see how the rest of this plays out. What about you, gents?
Nah, just shut up.
Oh yeah, let's keep it going.
All right, cool kid, it's all you.
Okay, start at page 7. Now let's see, we got comrades. There are still thousands of comrades inside the building. We are up in the sky. There is no water here. There's nothing we can do to stop the conflagration. I beg you to leap out of here. There is no glory in burning to death. And then suddenly out of nowhere, just a laser beam shoots down.
A laser beam shoots. So this is, I'm guessing this is the Borobreath from earlier? Maybe?
Well, you have to see next page to find out. Go next?
Let's hold up. Great scene of the, it looks like the final of the castle is burning down. Of all the scabbards, Kanjuro was... I'm so glad that Luffy did not beat Kaido. That would have been so cliche. Thank you. Again, that moment felt like it was the finale, and I think I mentioned that last week in last week's chapter. It was like, it feels like this is the final, like, clash, but it doesn't feel that way. I'm very interested to see where this goes, because it doesn't seem like Kaido's, like, on his last breath, even though Luffy was. So I'm very interested in how the dynamic of the story changes. But I'm interested with this panel by panel if we're going to get a little bit of finally Kawamatsu and then Denjiro, please. Especially that we're going to go on break. Oda generally gives us something to just like over during break time. So, and again, if this is that confrontational? Yeah, if it's causing this much anger in the community and divisiveness, I'm very interested to see. So, cool kid, go ahead. That's my rant.
Yeah. Next page, we got Kaido appearing down the battlefield.
Oh no.
Master Kaido, where is your leader? I must have Momo surrender. Straw Hat Luffy is dead. If anyone else wishes to challenge me, step forward.
He is so pissed off.
Yeah. And we just got...
Do you think he's sober now? He's like, he just sobered up himself up. Yeah, he's probably sober. And he's sober and angry.
Probably. Probably, but yeah, continuing on, we got some beast fights being like, yeah, Master Kaido is victorious! That's a lie. Straw Hat Luffy is, let's see, Straw Hat's voice, it's vanished. Then we got the kid, a short-lived dream. This is a cold, brutal reality. There's nothing left in the tank. We got Chopper. Luffy's got beaten. Let's see. Next up. Hey, don't.
We're finally here. Go ahead and continue. But we've been talking about the tragedy for literally a year. We're finally here. Continue.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, don't go in there. You don't want him to get away with that, huh? What is that grown snake talking about? Keep those preposterous lies for yourselves. Big bro. Then we got Nami. There's no way Luffy lost. Of course he's not dead. That's ridiculous.
No. Well,
So
Nami
that's
definitely-
Nami is literally yelling. I love Nami so much. So this, we have been talking about this for literally a calendar year, and I'm getting goosebumps. Jo Ha Kyu, the everyone thought it was 3 acts, but when it's a 5-act structure, the tragedy does befall the end of Act 3, and then Act 4 is the conclusion, and then a very short Act 5. This, and we've been saying for literally so long at every single turn, the scabbards, oh, here comes the tragedy. What was it? Okiku, oh, here's the tragedy. So Momo's gonna die, oh, here's a tragedy. So there's so many things that we've been saying, oh, here's a tragedy. This is finally the tragedy that we've been prophesizing in the community for damn near a year. We're here. Luffy is
You're thinking
officially.
that This is a signal to the end of the Act 3, though.
This has to be. Kaido won. Kaido won. Panel shot. So this is the tragedy, and I'm very interested to see how it's being portrayed in the community. Again, I've thought the 5-act structure this entire time, so I have been thinking this is how we're gonna roll. This is very interesting, very, very interesing.
So, are you telling me you think Act 3 is going to end this chapter?
Well, no.
I'm thinking, I don't know. All I know is that Kaido didn't lose before the end of it, so.
Well, we'll see. That might change in the future.
Go ahead and continue to page 10.
Okay, I'm up to page 10.
Oh,
Well,
I'm sorry, can I add something very small?
Wait
yeah.
Oh, sorry. Law says that you can hear Straw Hat's voice as well, so now I'm back to its observation.
Yeah, it's probably observation.
Okay.
Mhm.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, that's at least one or more. One of you have some moxie. You're a liar. I don't believe you. And Kaido just shoots a straight bore breath towards Nami, but then Marco goes in to block the attack. Get back. Don't lose your composure. Not before it's all over. Onigashima will soon land upon the flower capital as originally planted. Unlike Orochi, I am no pushover.
So, the reason I freaked out is because Roger's base has a theory of Momotaro. And with Momotaro, you have a pheasant, you have a dog, and you have a monkey. We have our monkey boy. We have our dog in Yamato. And now we have our pheasant, which was Roger's base's theory in Marco the Phoenix. Marco the Phoenix may be wanting to hold off Kaido for just a little bit. He's exhausted, he's tired, he's gotten a chance to rest. Let's see what Marco can do in the mean. I'm hoping Marco can, but Marco does help to allude to Roger's base's theory. Kudos to Roger Sama. It doesn't. I thought that Momo was making a little bit of leeway, like getting Onigashima further away. Doesn't seem like that. I thought that while the fight was going on, he was getting some pull, but it doesn't seem like that. What about you guys?
Well, no.
I'm really hoping that Marco heals Luffy, and that's the way out of this. But
Well, he has to get up there though. And is Luffy still up there? What did he do with the body? Is the body falling down through? Because we know there's one body up there at least, and that's CP0, dude. But what did he do with Luffy's body? Also, do you think he's actually dead? This is one. I think he's dead. I think CP0 is dead. This is like our first time of like really seeing someone get murdered.
Probably.
no, I don't think so.
Hey, Basanta. Not sure. Are you caught up or are you reading along with us? Because we just got to page 10. So we're just at the point where Kaido is gloating about a few things.
Yeah.
Oh, so you? Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, he's cooking. Okay. All right. So we're just gonna treat it as a podcast format moving forward. Nice. I can dig with it. Let's move on then. Or any other thoughts, guys, before?
No, let's keep it going.
Yeah, okay. Now on to page 11. This entire country is one gigantic weapons factory. Women, children, everyone here is a slave.
Dear God, this
When
dude.
when you tire and fall apart, you'll simply die. That's all what your life is worth. And there's always more replacements out there. You dare to fight back against me, and you've earned my wrath. This is what it means to lose war. The cost of your defeat is your freedom and your hope. And we got one of the random samurai dialogue. Oh, please, not my wife and not my children. Bring me Momonosuke. The battle is not over until I have dealt with him.
So, has he not realized that Momo was outside the whole time? Or did he came straight down, he was up there and he just came straight down in.
Yeah, it's like bringing a whole ass dragon to yourself.
And meanwhile Momo's like steadily pedaling along with Onigashima, and hearing him like shout his name is like, oh shit. Pedal. Oh, Momo. Let's see here. Actually, it's Drew's turn to start.
I'm on 12?
You're on 12, so real quick, let me... chats just came, what did I miss? And then CP0 is definitely dead, or probably not much of a body left of him, I hope. From Embrace. And then Basanta, I'm caught up. Client couldn't handle the weight. I mean, that's fair. Apparently, if it's causing this much anger and continuity in the community, why not engage? Why not indeed? So, Samurai Drew, it's off to you. I like this handoff.
Okay, we got Kaido's forces. Hey now, is our chance. Take down Kid and Law. They're both at death's door. And everyone's charging at Law and Kid, taking a little respite there. We get a nice little shot of both of them just being exhausted, like, oh shit. And then, you have beaten Bob, but Kaido will always be the ultimate adversary. And they're all coming to him, and then, you guys never stood a chance. Protect the captain.
And it looks like they're being saved by each other's counterpart. Jean Bart is in front of Kid, and you have a Kid pirate in front of Law. That's cool. That's really cool. Respect on the captains. And John Bart's finally doing something.
Yeah.
Come on, John Bart. Where's Beppo? Where's Beppo? I'm sorry. Where's Beppo? Where is Beppo? The moon is out. It's shining bright. Beppo is going to come and hold off Kaido.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. The excitement took over, and I know that's not realistic. I'm sorry.
No,
I can dream.
We got their two heavy hitters that protected the captains. We're gonna go on to page 13. We gotta run up. Come on, we gotta run up there. Yes, sir. Meow.
Yo, Nakamamushi.
Yeah.
And Carrot running to the rescue here. Castle basement. It's nothing but flames on all sides. We must go. Cough, cough. Is there no way out? Search for an exit. And so the
this is the tragedy, yeah.
Completely on fire. And Kid is assembling his magnet powers. I'm gonna fight trafficker. No surrender. No going out without a peep. And then Law goes, damn it, Straw Hat. He said they're just exhausted. But they do just have enough gas in the tank so that fodder can't capture them, I think.
That is fair. Well, let's see though, because now you're just like at the end of, and they had a nice little like 5-minute breather. Let's say like 5-10 minutes, because there was a little bit of squaring off after Kaido was like, oh my god, Big Mom, and then he freaks. So they've been chilling for a hot second. And hey, Carrot's coming. Carrot Carrot,
do something, or
please, Carrot, do something. Please, where's Beppo? Oh, good lord, where's Beppo?
Oh
Beppo is literally clean.
You're not a Beppo fan?
I am a huge Beppo fan. I'm a biologist by trade, so I am a huge animal fan. The Sulongs, I adore. Beppo Sulong, a bear Sulong, we haven't seen yet.
Oh, I thought you were just a furry.
Nah, we're all furries. Hashtag not furry. Anyway.
Man, I bet look, hashtag not furry.
Got you.
Celebration.
Anyway, go ahead and continue, Drew.
Okay, let's go into page 14. Oh, sorry, 14.
And there he is.
This is madness. I cannot do it. If Luffy could not be him, how could I? You have to fight, even if you know it
What?
ends in your death. Isn't that what the samurai does? But who else can? Who else but us can do it? Everyone's all torn up. Even Kaido is deeply wounded. That will only be adding more bodies to the pile. It gales me, but if Luffy already lost, then my only option is to surrender. No, I won't let you do that. What will that survival even mean? Only a return to slavery, counting down the days to death. Surrender is not the same as salvation. This is what the daimyo from all over Wano did when they gave their lives fighting against Orochi. The last 20 years of Wano is riding upon this battle.
You tell him, girl.
Yeah.
So,
She was with the daimyo. She was with them when they left to die to Kaido. She's just like
Agreed.
What did I need?
a lot.
well,
a lot.
It's Daylight Savings Day with your favorite, so it was an hour earlier than usual.
Whoa, you guys should have pinged me.
Oh, sorry, I messaged you. I messaged you back.
Oh yeah, that was you replying in 3 hours. I didn't know which of the 3 hours because I saw the message. I think around 2 hours.
Oh no, you're good. Go ahead and slowly get set up. We'll keep going, and you'll jump in for the discussion afterwards. Okay? Just go ahead and mute.
Alright.
Okay. And so yeah, she's given Momo the talk of a lifetime, and I just want to go into page 14 here.
Oh, you.
If you're going to let it go to waste, then let's face death together.
Okay.
Ooh, they got a plan. I swear to God, they have a plan. She's like, might as well face it together. I think they got a little something cooking up here.
And now we have the title of the chapter though.
Let's face death. Wait, what was it?
Let's face death together. It literally is. Let's face death together.
Oh.
Okay. And then we see Kaido just blasted folks in the main hall here. Man, I love how Yamato looks in that panel. She's beautiful.
Well, I love that she did. I love when Oda does like the panel, and then he has like the two side panels behind it that helps break up the silhouette, and it makes no sense how cool just two sidebars are, but it is. It really is.
Agreed. Yeah, this is
Yep.
cool.
Before your last two pages, chats, you want to take care of them, Samurai, since you're reading?
Yeah. Which one should we start at? Okay, what did I miss? Cooking at the moment. Okay, Embrace says CP0 is dead, and probably not much of a body left. Probably not much of a body left in him. Batsana says, oh, I'm all caught up. Can't handle the wait, though. I'm so impressed that you guys can wait each week. I wake up at 3 in the morning. The second I get the notification, the chapter comes out.
Oh no, I can't deal with like 8 different translations.
I mean, two of them are. I can't say the same thing.
I can't deal with 8 different translations.
How you doing, Baker's Bulbasaur?
Yo!
You be proud of me, boys. I'm editing reaction videos for another channel, so I've been forced to start watching Hunter x Hunter.
Yay!
Oh, that's
And I'm
good.
loving it.
Which, speaking of, Hunter x Hunter, it's been like 2 or 3 years since its, last chapter has came out. When the hell is it getting out of hiatus?
Easy there. No need to be bitter still. We know you're hurt still. We know you're hurt.
And I'm loving it.
So I like to rub it in.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by though, Baker. And congrats. Everyone go check out Baker Bulbasaur. He just hit 1,000 subscribers not too long ago, which is absolutely insane. We, of all the friends that we started meeting, he is the second or third. Is he the third that like really crossed the threshold? After like we all were like, we have 5 subscribers. Hey, how you guys doing? So I'm gonna drop the link below. But Baker is literally one of the coolest peeps.
Yeah, so subscribe to him, and maybe subscribe to me. I would like to get 1,000.
You're linked in the subscription. You should be good.
Yeah, for now.
Check out Cool Kid. Really quick, let's rip through Batsanas. I'm going to read all of them real quick. Momonosuke is facing the same choice as his father. Passivity for saving as many lives as you can, or fight and die together. And now something called... Oh,
wait a second, what?
Yeah, were you talking about... Were you talking about that manga/anime?
What's going on?
Momonosuke is facing the same choice as his father. I'm wondering, what do you drive the connection there with? Is that like his father? So Kaido made a decision like this? I just don't see it. I guess.
Because when Kaido, so when Oden first came up to Orochi and he made the deal on how to keep everyone safe, he had to. That's when he had to dance like an idiot for X amount of years or whatever. So I guess what he's saying is that is a direct connection to what Momo is going to have to, the decision Momo's going to have to make. Do I submit or not? Passivity for saving as many lives as you can, or fight and die together. That's what he's saying.
My brain was just unhooked for a second.
But real quick, Segrain, go ahead and say something. There, you're all set. You're all set, and your voice is.
That's some old mic out.
All right, so Segrain's back.
Okay, and if you're going, then let's face it together. And so then we look at Kaido blasting up the main hall. Now we are on page 16, and we have an exterior shot of Onigashima looking.
Luffy's doing it again.
Okay, and then we see Luffy torn on the ground. And he is looking like bad. And the next panel down, you see Zunisha with its hollowed eyes. Momonosuke, I can hear it.
Oh, wait. Before you move on next page, you want to zoom in, please, for the love of God. Zoom in before going on the next page.
Cool Kid, you're the truest person ever.
Yeah, zoom in. Go on the top right corner.
Okay. Are you guys ready to move on, or should we do we want to do chats first? Drew, it's your call.
Yeah, Baker's saying that he wants to collab again. All the love for you guys.
Oh, Baker, yes. we're doing Warlord Watchlist now. And the Pokemon anime that just got announced is going to be done by Studio Wit, who did Attack on Titan. So it's about to be fire. I am so excited. Pokemon's going to get a good anime for once. It's going to be so cool. Studio Wit's going to be doing it, so I will hit you up for a collab on that. That'll be so cool.
If that comes out. I mean, when?
Wit's not Hunter x Hunter, easy. Or Bleach.
Okay.
Or Bleach.
Okay, now we're on page 17, and we get like the how long it's been.
What?
What is it? Zunisha? Momonosuke? Oh my god, my thing just froze. No! No! Okay, here we go. Okay. I hear the drums of liberation. For the first time in 800 years, he is here.
Oh my goodness.
Who is?
Joy Boy?
Joy Boy
Oh.
return. Woo?
Wait a second.
Yeah.
And we have Luffy smiling with what looks like a bunch of like Miyazaki-esque like dark matter coming off of him. I am so confused what that drippy stuff is.
Yeah, this is the thing that I was talking about earlier that got everyone very controversial.
Yeah, okay, so
It looks like he's melting.
wow.
So Luffy Joy Boy confirmed, okay.
And this melting has something to do with Zunisha. Because Zunisha's coming in like, oh, here he is, and then Luffy's like feeding off of this exchange somehow. So this definitely has something to do with Zunisha, right?
It does. And you know how we're going to figure that out? As we pivot into a sip and discuss. Slight pause for them to get a glass because it is a toast to kicking butt. Oh, it's time to get sweaty, gentlemen. It's time to get sweaty. Go. What do you got?
Luffy is Joy Boy. Why now? Well, I guess because this is the time. This is the time for him to do his final.
The Drums of Liberation.
Drums of Liberation.
Drums of Liberation. That is so interesting.
You want me to throw out a crazy idea here? Just I want to throw out something that.
Go ahead, start our crazy idea, and we'll let Segrain pick where we start off since he missed a lot.
Oh, you want me to go in?
Yeah, you start, and then we'll let Segrain pick where we go next.
Okay, let me ask you.
Go ahead. I'm just trying to catch up.
Oh, you're reading right now?
Yeah.
Oh, so sorry. Where are you at reading?
I'm currently, I think, in page 7.
You might want to mute. You might want to mute us. You might want to mute us.
Go ahead. If it is the matter of spoiler, if I kill you, you guys have already spoiled.
Also fair. Also fair.
Yeah, but let me go into what I was going to say. Okay, remember earlier in the chapter where it was like Kaido wins? Why do you think if that specifically if Luffy's just going to get back up, like, you know, just a couple seconds later, huh? What if Luffy's not going to fight anymore, but Joy Boy is?
So it's like an Avatar type thing, like he's engaging the previous.
Oh, I don't like that.
I think not kind of. I think it's more like Joy Boy takes control of Luffy's body.
Is it the Joy Boy fruit? Is Joy Boy a devil fruit?
Wait. Gear 5, Joy Boy, and that's his Gear 5, something like that.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I literally, I think I was like recording my chapter review. I was like, holy shit! I just thought of this out of nowhere.
It seems.
I don't know if anyone else made that theory, but like possibly, you know, Luffy's fruit could be Joy Boy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it could be like
I love that.
an actual mythical Zoan, or the Drums of That is so. I have like the Jumanji drums like going off in the back of my head. It's when he started saying the Drums of Liberation. Joy Boy is here. So let's start from the very beginning.
You okay?
That way we can give Segrain a chance, a fighting chance, on some of the details.
Not spoiling him.
Wow. So he just became like, he became like butter or something. Go ahead.
CP0 guy is still on the roof, so he didn't get smacked through.
I'm pretty sure parts of him are still on the roof.
Maybe it's like kidneys, his head is rolling around somewhere, arms falling down up the side. Yeah, maybe. You've read One Piece for so long. Death is not something that comes easy in One Piece. It's not like everyone dies, right?
Well, I mean, One Piece I mean, there's no. Oh, actually, shit. No, there is afterlife in One Piece. I was gonna say.
Yeah, and mostly in flashbacks people die, not necessarily like in real time though. So that's one of the things. Oh man. Going to the first page, Kaido's. Let's go just to the interaction on the roof. We just have the last of Kaido, just like, no, my hopes and dreams gone.
No, I thought I was going to have a great battle. Now this is ruined.
And I do love Oda's like subtle touch of including the flashbacks of what happened with Odin and all of that. But again, follows through, completes the fight, and what's more important, I think it was Grand Line Review. Yeah, mentioned that he didn't think that Kaido was gonna like self-injure himself like Katakuri did during the fight. Like he's just like, no, fight's done, and that makes sense. So it's very thematic that I'm glad that they did that. Even though they show the last of the CP0 dudes leaving the room, and I'm not necessarily sure where he's going to be at now. So there's one of those left. Not necessarily sure what their orders would be now either. If they're to now go and try and get Robin and make it out of there. Which means Brook versus CP0 agent. Last CP0 agent.
Oh yeah, and there's still the last one doing something, I presume.
Mm-hmm. So, and also we figured out that Momo has observation hockey. So there's that.
Yeah, we kind of figured that out.
I could almost even go back and forth on that. Like, okay, is it the voice of all things? Is it observation hockey? Because Law could have the voice of all things. We don't know that he doesn't. He does seem to be pretty special. He has a D. So.
Yeah. Well, it's also very impactful that Law and Kid are getting back up too right now to fight. But again, we are fully in the tragedy. It's a tragedy. Actually, that is perfect because it's a tragedy for Kaido. He had the fight that he truly wanted messed up. We had the tragedy for everyone because Luffy lost and all that. But then we had, I guess, the Drums of Liberation. So we'll see what this turns about. So I don't know. Kaido doesn't know that Luffy's awake yet or Luffy's getting back up yet. We'll see what happens as he's screaming and yelling at everyone inside of a burning Onigashima that's falling apart. Maybe Kawamatsu's fighting him, maybe Denjiro's fighting him in there, maybe Marco's fighting him in there. We don't know. So it'll be interesting if Kaido's anger will show us a flashback and then here comes Luffy to save the day.
So, wait, are you saying, like, you know, like, by the end of, like, next chapter, Luffy will fight Joy Boy? I mean, will Luffy fight Kaido again not by the end of the next chapter? Because you're implying, like, you know, we might have, like, a couple of chapters before Luffy fights again.
I think we'll have 2 chapters before Luffy fights again. Oda's really bad at showing us that little thing at the very end and then not fucking going back to it for like 2 chapters. So I can see us being at least 1, maybe 2 chapters with Kaido terrifying everyone. Hopefully backflash, and then we'll move forward. And to go along with what you're saying, it looks like we have some chats, so I'll go over them. Basanta says, my personal headcanon, the Gomu Gomu no Mi's true name is Mythical Fruit Human Model Joy Boy, so along with you. Nika, I'm going more with Nika, to be completely honest. And Sun Wukong. Just because of the importance of the fire from Skypiea, which was the Nika sun god.
Also, that would be the only devil fruit that is like One Piece mythological, right? Like everything else is like real world mythological. This whole Nika thing is actual like
so
mythological force.
So he is actually a god for in the verse. Which, again, I'm not necessarily a fan of, but as someone who literally an hour, 40 minutes said, oh, I just kind of let it go for it, she kind of just let it go for it.
What is the goo? What is the goo?
The goo is the thing that's throwing me off the most. I don't know.
So look at Luffy's left shoulder here.
Oh, we're gonna jump to the end?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just crazy here. I'm just looking at it right now.
Okay.
Look at Luffy's left shoulder, right? There's that black. That's the sludge. Well, no, that's his cape. But the black sludge is coming up onto his cape, right?
It looks like he's turning into Mochi.
I'm looking at this, and it seems like it's coming from where his head's from. Maybe.
What is goo? What is it? It's just smoke or something like that. Haki. Something special in a gaseous form that Oda is trying to like show us in a materialized form. So, like the way the smoke surrounded him when he first transformed into Snake Man.
Yeah, because it's a similar thing coming out of his mouth and off of his neck, and his face seems in place, intact. So that is that is very plausible.
Yeah.
It is very, very plausible.
Man, I'm the one here throwing out all the theories.
It's well, again, because he's going from looking damn near dead. Joy Boy has returned.
Yeah, so these sun-style thought bubbles, right? Momonosuke, I can hear it. How long it's been. I hear the drums of liberation. Joy Boy has returned. So this is from start to finish all Zunisha. Momonosuke, I can hear it. So that means Luffy, as he was laying down like that, is activating the Joy Boy, whatever power thing this is going on. But because now everyone's saying, I can't hear Luffy. Momonosuke, I can hear it. This is a different version of Luffy, right? This is like something else is activating, right?
Well, I mean, I'm still clicking on even because, like, you know, I could believe this could be like the Sun God Nika or Joy Viper or whatever, but like someone is controlling Luffy. Luffy's not in his mind anymore.
Oh, you think Luffy is going to be? I'm trying to think of another similar kind of. Is it kind of like the Demon Fox from Naruto taking over? Would you say?
Yeah, I guess that would be a way of thinking it. Well, except less malicious.
Less malicious, very much. Well, we don't know. That's something else to take.
Oh yeah, we don't know.
We don't know if Nika is malicious or not. So let's be honest. So also, and I'm gonna read the last of Basanta stuff, and it really did strike me as far as an understanding. So really quickly, because the FSX sound that Luffy makes when he laughs at the last panel is Nika. Okay, drums of liberation is the heartbeat of Luffy, definitely. Popular theory I've read is that Joy Boy Nika is the devil in the Gomu Gomu no Mi. Also, if the devil fruit is called Nika Nika, that would also fit with the existing model for the Straw Hats, which have devil fruit related numbers like Hana Hana 99 or Hito Hito Chopper's fruit. That's fair. The thing that I would add to that entirety is that King has been a very pronounced part of this, and we understand that his race was wiped out, and it's fair to believe that they were wiped out because they were thought of as gods. What better devil fruit to erase from history, especially after the Void Century, than the devil fruit after their in-world god Nika? And it'll be interesting because since Nika is an in-world god, Oda can play around with any of the attributes. The biggest one being immune to electricity. that is the biggest thing between all of the other theories and things like that is like, are these gods immune to electricity?
Yeah.
He can play with Nika. He can play with Nika. That's the thing. Because the smashing stuff, all the stretching stuff, you can attribute that to any other subject. But if we're thinking about actually like Luffy's fruit and what makes us believe it's rubber, the electricity thing is a thing that we have to take into account. Just keeping that in mind.
Yeah, we do have to keep that in mind.
Let's see. My theory, is firstly it relates to what you said, DarkBriton, about the devil is about Nika being the devil in the devil fruit. That brings a theory that I've talked about here, true, about the devil fruits containing an actual devil, which the devil is the one that really has the powers, but then if you eat the devil fruit you'll be able to use those powers, and then the awakening will be something like dominating the devil within you. So if Nika is the devil within Luffy's devil fruit, then that means right now we're probably seeing Luffy's awakening.
I would believe so.
Yeah, I would believe so.
It's just one of those things where if Luffy's temperament changes or his personality changes, that's where I get into I necessarily don't know how it would feel. Obviously, I'm going to go along with it just to see how it works, but in knowing Luffy for so long, having a power-up that takes away from his personality, it would be like Goku becoming going Super Saiyan and becoming a good father. Sorry, shouldn't have said that. Things like that.
I don't think it's necessarily gonna take away his personality, but maybe you could say it's just we know it's also part of Luffy's personality sometimes to laugh at the worst, to laugh and smile at the worst of times.
Oh, that's a Will of D thing too.
Yeah. And then the other theory I have is since there's been speculations that Luffy is Joy Boy's reincarnate, then that means it's not necessarily about there's a Joy Boy inside him controlling him or something like that, but just that maybe he inherited not just the will of Joy Boy, but Joy Boy's special abilities, special powers, and maybe right now is the time that those powers are awakening. Maybe a bit separate from the devil fruit. It's maybe similar, but a bit separate from the devil fruit. But then those as a reincarnation, those powers, it is now. Just like if you think of Naruto and Ashura, Sasuke and Indra, something like that.
Interesting.
Man, I'm still getting. I was looking back at what Nico the Sun guy looks like, because then I was like, man, is it like his hair? Is his hair becoming the outline of the Sun God? All wavy and stuff. But that was more the Sun God is more like flames coming out of his head. Well, these ones are more roundish and more gooey.
If they look gooey to start, but it could be any type of billowing. There's so much that could be done. It's break weeks. It's just goddamn break weeks.
Everyone's gonna go nuts for this one. What's the goo? What is goo?
Yeah, so how's the community, cool kid? What's the community
I can definitely tell you here how it basically is. Either people are being so excited, ooh, what could this mean? What happens next? Or people's wait a minute, Luffy's Joy Boy? Oh my god, I hate this. This ruins the series. Well, not to that extent, but some people think this is a terrible outcome and it basically ruins the chapter. by, the reveal of Luffy being Joy Boy. There are some people who are like that.
If Luffy is Joy Boy, I mean, there's nothing to be mad about because Oda had already been giving us hints on that if he's Joy Boy.
Yeah, he has, and like I said, I'm never like against it. It's just one of those things where every shonen is the kid of promise, so I would have preferred. You know what I mean?
I understand what you're saying, and probably a lot of those people are like, oh, I don't know, because I don't necessarily see a problem with, oh yeah, this kid was destined to be blah 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 whatever. I don't think that necessarily makes it a bad thing, and I know a lot of those people, are just hating on it, just like how they hated on Naruto when it did, but I don't think it necessarily, even ruins the series. We still are not even anywhere near close to the end of One Piece.
Oh yeah, and that's why it's always like this. That's why having such a knee-jerk reaction to a chapter-to-chapter thing is just like, no, not even.
No.
That's fair. Let's go for maybe another 10 minutes, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So there are a few things we haven't touched on. One, again, I want to go back to the whole tragedy instance because now I want to see everyone's reactions. We just started to get the beginning of the reactions. So basically we haven't gotten Brooke and Robin's reactions yet, Jinbei's reactions, Frankie's reactions, Sanji and Zoro are sleeping right now.
Yeah, they're not.
Zoro's not waking up for a while.
Zoro's 70% dead. So
yeah, he's 70%.
But Sanji might be able to wake up.
Yeah, so I do feel we'll at least be seeing the reactions throughout Onigashima as we move forward, as well as we again, this is another reason why I think there's going to be another chapter. Remember, on page 15, before we got all of this other stuff that just, made us poop ourselves.
Yeah.
If you're going to let it go to waste, then let's face death together. So Momo and Yamato are thinking about doing something. So we have at least a chapter or two of that thing. And then Luffy coming in at the end of the chapter, his face kind of concealed. So this is how I'm going to imagine it. Okay. All of next chapter, we have our 2-week break. We have our break. Come back. First chapter, everyone's freaking out. Second chapter, people still freaking out. Kaido's taking over. Very last panel, Luffy comes in. Shadow. Third chapter, we get to see Luffy, and then break. Like, this is how Oda trolls us. Or backflash.
So
flashback.
I think for those 1 or 2 chapters, Momo, Yamato, and Marco, and maybe if Sanji has woken up, they will be able to stall Kaido for a while. Even though
Kawamatsu is there too.
It's just 10 shadows.
Even though he would be
9 shadows.
He will be wreaking havoc in the castle. They will be able to stall him for a while, and then when Luffy comes, as you said, shadow. So just see a silhouette of his face, maybe smiling, and then Oda control us and just go to break there. Or the worst, after showing Luffy's silhouette, Oda will just start the backflash.
Yeah, because I still go back to when we got Kaido's form reveal, and I was losing my mind when we got Kybert's hybrid form, because I remember it was a full chapter. He transformed, we didn't see it, and then in the final chapter we saw like his face and silhouette, and we're all losing our minds. Does he look like Shenron? What does he look like? And then we finally got into the third chapter. So that's where my understanding for Oda's he has patterns. Let's call it spade a spade.
Yeah, obviously he has patterns.
So that's why I kind of foresee that would be a progression with the backflash happening at some point. I only say backflash because he's not here. When he's here, I will say flashback. But now I'll say backflash because he's not here.
There's gonna be a civil war one day in this group.
There's been one. Where have you been? We fight all the time.
Where?
We're the Avengers Endgame right now.
He had a civil war on you over Hera being Zeus or whatever.
It's all me.
Oh my god.
Sorry, it wasn't a civil war. It was an incursion. It was a violent incursion. My fault. Anyway, chats, and then let's go for 5 more minutes, and we'll call it. So I'll go ahead and read off chats, and then whatever final thoughts you guys have or discussions. Again,
Okay.
we'll see where. I'm interested in seeing where this goes.
Year 5! Joy Boy! That'd be so cool.
My personal explanation is why girls say fear of awakening so much is infamous ability of Sun Wukong is to make clones. Dear God, if Luffy gets the Shadow Clone Jutsu, I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel about that. I really don't. We'll see. Imagine if multiple Luffys were making a headache for world government. Fair. And then we got Troll in the chat, and it would be exceptionally hard to kill him because of the clones that can continue multiplying. We technically did get a clone part with Brule in Whole Cake Island, so I'm not sure if... Who knows, Oda could revisit that. Or it could have been a tell the whole time, an Oda tell the whole time. Or what if the Devil Fruits are sort of like Davy Back's locker? As if the true curse of the Devil Fruits is that it traps your soul after you die. That's kind of messed up, implying that the Devil Fruits that Joy Boy survived as the Devil Fruit. Interesting. Also banking on the fact that there is a mythical Devil Fruit, because we already have the strongest Devil Fruits. Gurgura is the most powerful Paraphnesia. Yama Yama, most powerful Logia. Imagine it would be the most powerful Zoan, and that would be funny because it would be the most powerful Zoan versus we all thought the Azure Dragon, the fish fruit, let's say that the fish fruit was the most powerful. Actually, yeah, the fish fruit would be the most powerful Zoan because it would breathe underwater, technically. Interesting, but
Maybe.
imagine Odin, grown up, Momo fighting Kaido, the Scabbards, and Samurai. We're gonna be hyped as fuck. We'll see. I don't know if Momo. Ooh!
Oh, damn it! I just realized.
Ooh, she might shock him.
Momo.
Yeah, and she might use that shock to freak out Kaido. Because if anyone knows of Kaido's traumas, it's Yamato.
Oh my god.
That is interesting. So Odin coming and just being like, because we saw how freaked out he got by the sword of Odin that had his same aura with Enma. Saw how he got freaked out by the samurai charging and remembering. If someone who looks like Odin PTSD. And who knows, that would be a tragedy for... Oh no, Kaido's had his tragedy. The best fight ever was ended. So sad. F's in the chat for Kaido.
I swear to God, Momonosuke better not have Odin's freaking Chad-ass hair.
That hair, the fact that that hair was literally used as a placeholder for the scabbards is brilliant, just design work. Because the scabbards literally fit on his hair with the log. It was perfect. It was absolutely perfect because it was so flat. It literally was just like boom. It was. Oda pulls off some amazing things. It's terrifying. Yeah. Any final thoughts over the chapter now that the last of the chats are out of the way, gents? Yeah. This is. Do you think he's gonna call it fifth gear?
Maybe.
Like Joe Boy just being that level obtained. That was fun. Thank you for everyone who's been here through the chat. Basanta, Embrace, Baker stopped by. A couple of other people stopped by. Thank you to Cool Kid. Be sure to check him out. Be sure to check out Samurai Drew. Be sure to check out Segrain. All of my amazing Nakama doing amazing things with their amazing brains. I am going to jump into seeing what everyone else thought about this, because Tekken came out with a video on Friday,
Yeah,
which is
he did a video.
which is very interesting. So I saw that and I was just like, I'm not gonna. He didn't ruin it for me.
Yes.
If he did, I would have unsubscribed at that point, because I'm sticking with the Viz. So, but I'm gonna check out Roger freaking out, everyone freaking out. This is the start of a good day. But thank you all for joining us. Be sure to like the stream. It really does help us understand how things are going. For anyone who's watching this back, be sure to leave a comment. Let us know how you're thinking, what you're thinking about this chapter and all the craziness, and what Gear 5 and the next stage of what we thought was the Gumu Gumu no Mi is no longer the Gumu Gumu no Mi. And how that is going to play into the entirety of the story. We have thought that this is I have thought this has been in place since 2005. I'm gonna have to have some deep thinking about, like, life right now. Luffy doesn't have the Gumu Gumu no Mi? It's been 17 years. What else isn't real? What's going on here?
Let's add that to the roundtable discussion.
Yes, because next week we are going to have Actually, let's do that. Next week is going to be a roundtable on what the hell's going on with Luffy. So everyone, if you're in the chat, if you're coming back, come with your theories, because it's going to be a fun one. As well as I might do an unboxing of a matching figure next week. So let me do some thinking, and we'll find out on stream next week. But I'm the DarkBriton. I thank you all for joining us, and without further ado, stay like a Warlords. Peace.
See ya.